Constitution. We think they are not serious about dialogue.
And the simple question is, you say you won, why do you fear to open the server? The behavior, the body language tells you they know they did not win.
We have appointed the following as assisting counsel. First, Professor Makau Mutua, and second, Honorable Jeremiah Kioni. 3, we have appointed Advocate Paul Mwangi to act as Joint Secretary.
The ethnic profiling going on in the civil service. This week, the Director General of National Youth Service, Madam Matilda Pamela Sakwa, was unceremoniously redeployed from her former position.
We have had a problem here before. We need to follow the law. So we are saying that we want Matilda to be reinstated.
Away from that story, now to other stories, as 165,000 metric tons of fuel from Middle East has landed in the country. Now, the first consignment of fuel from the Middle East has landed into the country. Now, 2 ships are ferrying 165,000 metric tons of fuel at Dr. Tekipevu Oil Terminal in Mombasa and was received by Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua. The consignment includes petrol, diesel and jet A1 fuel used in the aviation industry worth 20 billion Kenyan shillings.
That strategy of fuel subsidy is foolish because it's not sustainable. And we want to dismiss with contempt those who are calling us and telling us to reinstate subsidizing consumption. It cannot work. The government will subsidize production because it's sustainable.
In an effort to ease the aforementioned pressure, the government has therefore entered into a memorandum of understanding with prospective governments and signed master framework agreements with respective petroleum trading entities for the supply of petroleum products on a 270 days term on an extended credit period of 180 days. Through this arrangement, the country is set to realize greater macroeconomic benefits.
Ships had docked, the products were here, but the LCs could not be unwound because the dollars were not available. We certainly will see the stabilizing of the shilling against the pressure where we had seen the dollar going up to the shilling to the dollar going up to 145 shillings.
Program kama hii, Your Excellency, we support it, and it will be a good an excellent initiative to ensure that that economic strain that we're all feeling can be removed. And I was talking to the economists as well, and we're hoping that good things are going to be able to come after the month of April and going forward.
All those Kenyans, business people, investors who have been holding US dollars for speculation purposes, please offload your dollars to the market today and tomorrow. It's very honest advice from a truthful man.
And away from fuel now to education, CS Machogu denies KCSE exam cheating. The Ministry of Education has maintained that the 2022 KCSE results were credible, dismissing claims that there were cases of examination malpractices. Speaking when he appeared before the National Assembly Education Committee probing cases of cheating, Education Cabinet Secretary Ezekiel Machogu defended his ministry on questions related to a sudden surge in main scores.
Was there credibility or no credibility? Or it was just hot air?
What our students record was the real grades. And that information being perpetrated, the kind of propaganda we are getting is on unfounded. The 2022 KCSE examination was credible, integrity was not compromised.
Did it not prick your conscience to take further investigations to to ascertain the abnormal curve that has been attained by this.
Until and unless there is a demonstrated evidence that there was cheating in a school, we cannot punish a child merely because their performance has improved.
The AIDS was spread countrywide, and the fact and the allegation made, and even the social media and the media, that there were 946 AIDS from Kisii and Nyamira counties was a falsehood that was being peddled to kind of mess the credibility and the integrity of the exam.
We have not received anything for the financial year 2021-2022.
In another 2 weeks' time, we want to ensure that they are gone to each and every school, and that undertaking I personally make before this committee.
Away from Cabinet Secretary Ezekiel Machogu, now to 3 teachers arraigned for assaulting a student, and 3 teachers from Nyabisia Mixed Secondary School accused of causing grievous harm to a Form 4 student at the school in Kisii were released on 100,000 shillings bond or cash bail of 20,000 Kenyan shillings each. And away from that story, now to Douglas Kanja, sworn in as the new DIG of police. Now, Douglas Kiricho Kanja has assumed the Deputy Inspector General position. Kanja, who was appointed by the President on Wednesday, took oath of office at the Supreme Court. The oath was administered by the Chief Justice Martha Koome.
Douglas Kanja Kiricho, having been appointed member of the National Police Service Commission, do swear that I will at all times obey, respect, and uphold the Constitution.
What we are doing now is to ensure that we have a system that links us with all the critical agents we work with. Tomorrow, we are launching the e-filing in Mombasa, and it is already interlinked with the ODPP. The next phase will be also to link the police.
Umetuahidi ya kwamba very soon vile polisi walikuwa nabeba Okare's book, the famous OB, tunaibeba tunapeleka kotini kama ushahidi. Umetuahidi in the very near future we shall be linked such that electronically that evidence can be presented before court. Therefore, huo uhusiano kati ya polisi na judiciary sisi tunakuhakikishia utaendelea.
And away from that inauguration, we come to the end of stories that are making headlines in the country. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're coming back with stories that are making headlines in the dailies.